I'm like Mellow when I shoot, I don't miss. Yeah, they better check my stats. Call me Chris. Yeah, I ain't fly, but I'm known to whip that trick. Yeah, real quick, dog. Let me talk my ish. 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 Yeah, I'm feeling unleashed. Call me Chris.
Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everybody in between. Welcome back to the Gresham Unleashed podcast. And joining me for the very first time at the Unleashed table is none other than the mainstay in my meme folder. She is none other than the one, the only, the queen of all soul. And when it comes to social media, especially if you're in the wrestling bubble, she is none other than the one and only Lovely.
I hate it here already.
How are you, Queen Lovely?
I am blessed, I'm black, and I'm better. How are you?
I am surprisingly good in a great way, because I typically I be nervous with these type of conversations that we have with people, but then after a while, once I got to know you behind the scenes, I was like, she's one of the peoples.
I ain't nobody.
Because after our last conversation, I think we had a public conversation on TikTok, and we were talking about literally everything. I don't even remember. Like, you remember the highlights that we talked about on there for people who don't know?
You know, here's the thing. So when I talk with people that I mesh with, we just be talking. I don't remember what. I just know it was a good conversation. I was like, oh, I can talk to this Bama anytime. This is nothing.
and it's funny how if I always tell people all the time, like if they get to know me, they be like, oh yeah, you one of the fellas, because it took me. I've been doing content creation since 2012, and at that time I was in such a bubble, not in a bad way, but ooh, I don't want no, ooh, who are you? Yeah. To where people, when they would see me, they'd be like, is he an asshole? But then once they got to know me, and as I evolved, because if I had to compare back then to now, I'm in a whole different mental capacity, mental space. People were like, oh, yeah, you just one of the fellas. Like, you tell jokes.
That's it. Can I tell people, I'm just one of the boys. I just got boobs. I don't know.
You the bruv with the bub.
That's it. People, I don't know what it is. I don't know what I have created on social media for people to think that I'm like this high and mighty, just like this. I don't know. I'm a Bama. I'm country. I'm a West Indian girl from North Carolina that just like to kick it. And when people feel like that with me, I'm like,
I think before I got to know you, I think when you was like reacting to certain people on Twitter, I was like, ooh, is she all right? Is she mad? But then once I think what made you follow me was that Randy Orton tweet where I was like, the RKO is bisexual. He's like, oh shit, this is funny.
That was amazing. It's my favorite thing ever because I say it all the time.
And the funny thing is, I was like, that makes sense, because everybody was like, oh, Randy Orton. I think it was around the time when the women in WWE was hitting the men, and they was like, oh, Randy Orton. I was like, oh yeah, Randy Orton. Yeah, he's straight, but that RKO bisexual was a motherfucker. And people was like, yo, what? And then I had to explain to people, like, I literally, Twitter to me, especially for those of you who go coming from Twitter, it's literally just a venting space for me. Like, I don't take that shit serious. Like, and I try to tell people that all the time. Like, if you take this shit serious, you
need to get off.
You need to go. And people think, the joke is, oh, go outside, touch grass. No, go outside and breathe.
That's it.
Go woosah.
Open a window.
Like just breathe. Because I'm gonna be honest with you. If Twitter crashes today, everybody who I want to know my number has my number. And I'll probably give you my number afterwards. But
I'll take it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, everybody who I want to talk to, who I know, I'm like, hey, let's talk to. If that app crashes, like, people be reacting. They're like, oh my God, it's Twitter. It's Twitter reacting. I'm like, bro.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm gonna take a nap.
I think because we was raised in the era before social media, so we don't really like lose our minds over it. Like, I remember I was born in '94, so I remember in the early 2000s. Yeah. That reaction. I remember
wasn't
going
born in
outside.
'94. I was born way before '94. It was almost 10 years before '94. I don't. Oh shit. All right. Oh, you know what? And here's the thing. Since you're talking about us growing up being outside, so this is what I've learned navigating this whole, especially Twitter. I think Twitter is a different animal than other social media avenues, because other social media avenues, mostly you're talking on video, right? Like TikTok or Instagram, stuff like that. Twitter is just words. So I realized people read your words depending upon whatever mentality that they're in at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Not necessarily how you intend for it to come across, because, intent and impact, totally different things, right? So when people meet me and they finally actually talk to me and they hear how I speak and how I put inflections on certain things, they're like, oh, 95% of the shit she says, she is joking. And we took this way too damn seriously. And I'd be like, duh, I told y'all that. I'm never serious.
I'm like, yo, everything I post is literally I found this fun. I literally, people think I be joking. Oh, like as far as when I say I be laughing when I post, I be literally like
sniggling and giggling.
I'll be hanging with my moms and she'd be like, "What you laughing at?" I'll just post something on Twitter. And she was like, "Oh, okay. What was it?" And I tell her, and she'd be bawling laughing because she's like, "Where the fuck did that come from?"
Here's what you do. Let me tell you the key. This for everybody watching, right? If you know you about to tweet something that's probably gonna piss some people off, tweet it and mute it. That's all I do. I tweeted it like, I don't know what's gonna happen.
And I tell a lot of people, especially my co-host, shout out Swallow, I tell her all the time, I'm like, you can, because she has her page private, and I tell her, I'm like, you can keep it public, but you can just mute it or turn off the notifications to where the only time you get notified, because that's why I appreciate that update that they did. You don't even have to mute the post. You can literally turn off the notifications for people who, if you don't follow them, you can turn that off. And I'll be like, that's why it's like, if I'm not following you, I don't see your reply. I'll be like,
I don't know what the hell y'all be talking about. Y'all be just mad by yourself. I don't see shit.
I like it. And here's another tip for y'all. If you see that is like, once it reaches 20 comments, it's a wrap. That's it.
Let it go.
Just it's just people arguing back and forth and people giving their comments. Cause I think I put out a tweet for those of you who know, I live tweet pretty much every wrestling show that I watch. And I think I put out, I said Legado because I think Legado del Fantasma is a babyface on SmackDown. I said, oh, Legado is babyface? I don't know about that because I prefer them heel personally.
Exactly.
So I saw the comments and it was like, I'm like, ooh. Once it hit 20, I was like, yep, that tweet's done. Like, it's outside of my circle. It's not in my control.
It's above me now.
It's like, that's between you, whoever you pray to, and
that's y'all. It's y'all conversation. Like I said, and everything. What did I say? Because SmackDown, when we're recording this, SmackDown was the night before.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? This whole bloodline thing, this is all CM Punk's fault. Completely a facetious statement. We all know these are jokes, right?
That's why I liked it.
Immediately muted that bitch. I was like, nope.
As soon as you mention CM Punk and anything in WWE, you already know it's a wrap. And
I just let the chaos happen.
Like, y'all got it. Y'all got it. Because y'all, Jesus.
Weird.
Y'all some,
weird. I'll say it.
Because you follow, like, because I don't know if you follow too much video games because you probably don't really play video games that much.
I play Crash Bandicoot like a motherfucker. Don't sleep on Crash. You put on Crash and Parappa the Rapper, I am in.
Hey.
Outside of that, I don't know what y'all be talking about.
Put it this way. If you're going to be in Detroit for SummerSlam, we got you. Because, yeah.
I might be in places such as Detroit.
Because I'm gonna pay for baggage, like as far as check bag. I'm gonna bring my game system, and we're gonna light that bitch up. And I'm gonna buy that game because I think I had it on Xbox. I switched to PlayStation. Yeah, I had it on Xbox. I need to get it on PlayStation.
I bought the trilogy. You remember when they came out a couple of years ago, like they brought back all the box set. So me and my ex-fiance at the time, I had bought him a PS4. And I bought all the games that he wanted for his little birthday. I was like, okay, them are your games. But this right here, let me tell you something about Crash. Don't touch this bitch. When I get off work,
Don't touch it. If it's a scratch, we fight.
I'm scratch your ass. I don't know.
But yeah, that's gonna be like that's gonna be the vibe because I think we're gonna be out there. It's not finalized. That's why I put out a tweet a few. I was like, SummerSlam is like 50% booked because people don't understand. It's logistics behind planning to go to a wrestling event outside of your city. Because if it was local, like in North Carolina or in Atlanta, I'd be like, oh, let me just ride down and go to the hotel.
Just go down. Yep.
But it's like Detroit. That's like 10 hours from us, and I'm like, shit, I gotta make sure this makes sense.
You gotta make sure you have a gun on hand. Make sure somebody's there to protect you. This is Detroit. Listen, they have one match to book for me to be there. If they book this match,
if it's Roman versus Jay, I'm sold. I don't care. I don't care if Ronda Rousey wins the title. I don't care. Roman versus Jay.
I don't even know who that
is. Because she was oof. It's like I can go into a whole rant about her in wrestling, but I'm not going to.
You should. That's what I came here for. Was bullshit. Let's go.
Because she is Jesus. Like
a waste.
She's a waste of time. Like it's just
we don't know why we did this. Why did we do this?
It's like she had my attention in 2018. And that was for like a cup of coffee. Then they put
she had us in the first half.
Then they put her. She had us in the first half. I'm not gonna lie. And
not gonna lie.
Then they put the title on her, and then I started losing interest. And then
it was when she got to talking.
Yeah, she don't need to talk because I think she called Shotzi or not Shotzi, Tegan Skittles. I'm like, the fuck does that even mean?
So since we're gonna go down the Ronda Rousey rabbit hole because
for a brief moment because I don't want to get too mad.
No. Give me a moment. So here's the thing. First of all, who the fuck is dressing her? What is this gear that she wears? It's like she goes to TJ Maxx, goes to the discount section and be like, you know what, this will work. And then they just go in the back and just get some face paint and just say, here you go. And just throw it on her eyes. I'm like, girl, it's presentation. You on TV.
And now I get the eye makeup because I know some people's eye makeup is like, what do you call it? It's basically a story or I forgot who said it, but it made sense to me at the time.
Don't to me.
But for her, it don't make sense
at all.
Because I've seen like Liv with her eye, her
stuff makes sense.
It makes sense. So that's what I'm saying. It's a story.
They're doing the Black Swan thing with Ronda Rousey, but I'm like, it's Ronda Rousey. Like, she don't need no story.
All she gotta do is show up and punch
just
the shit out of
beat up people. That's what I would do. I just knock people out.
It's like they're trying to give her a certain layer of character, but it's like her character is what sold you in MMA. She
in the first
fights
just beat people up.
That's it.
That's all she gotta do. She don't need nothing else. But you know they won't hire me, so I don't know.
Yeah, they don't want to hire me because I probably say nigga too much.
One thing about me.
I'll have Kofi out there be like, what's up, niggas?
I'll be like, see, he did it.
Thank you, my brother. Or like if I'm on commentary, I'll be like, oh shit, he died.
Yeah. So, I'm gonna say some egregious shit.
Like I'll be like, Bianca, sorry, respectfully. Montez, I understand why you say God is good. They wouldn't invite me back no more.
Yeah, they'd be like, y'all two niggas gotta get up out of here.
Y'all do it too.
This is a family show.
But nah, that's the only thing. That's enough of Ronda Rousey. But to reel back with to the gaming stuff and Twitter, to reel it back into the point, WWE 2K23 is about to drop, and I cover it on my gaming channel, my main channel, but I haven't really been interactive with like the ratings reveal stuff because you can change that shit day one.
Yep.
I put out a tweet where someone was like reacting to it. They was like, oh my God, you gave Roman Reigns 99. I'm like, I'm not going to pre-order it no more. And I'm like,
okay.
All right. You are the most unserious motherfucker I've ever met in my life because what are you doing?
And this is why you have so many memes of me, because I read stuff where people will say stuff and I'll be like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, what does that have to do with? That's not coming out my paycheck, sir. If you don't buy this game, I don't care.
Like I hit up my like shout out to my boy Derek DJ. he was like, I say this all the time. He put out a tweet where he was arguing with somebody. I said, hey, bro, let's normalize in 2023 that we're not doing unmonetized debates. And he was like, what do you mean by that? If you ain't getting paid, don't say shit about it. Redirect them to your podcast, and then you can say every goddamn thing you want.
I'm about to sit up and argue with you for 35 minutes.
That's why my tweets have switched to jokes and me just venting.
Exactly.
Because I am not about to debate about why JD McDonough's head is too damn big for free.
Please. 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 But that's kind of what I did too. So when I first came back to Twitter, because I'm one of the old heads. I've been on Twitter since 2009. So when I came back to Twitter and I started dipping and dabbling in wrestling Twitter, this is around the time where I was helping some of the independent wrestlers start with their marketing and stuff like that. And of course, the whole mission was representation, talking about things we want to see and sticking it to the man. And we need to rise up and talk about this so we can make some change. Once I realized that most people in the space just waste time talking and looking for a reason to argue about something. And then as soon as you say or do something that they don't like, the way that they will immediately turn against you. And it's the same people that you're trying to advocate for. I was like, oh, fuck y'all. So all I'm gonna do on my page is talk about some very disgusting stuff. I'm gonna get these jokes off. You're gonna see this jewelry and you're gonna see my podcast. Outside of that, you really don't see me having a lot of actual serious conversations anymore, unless we're talking about like characters, like the whole bloodline thing. You don't really see me doing that anymore because I forgot that a lot of these people don't go outside for real. Like they argue and fuss about things that they don't really support. Like you don't even go out to the shows. You don't buy their merch.
I remember seeing a tweet where they said, hey man, we got to remember that we're probably arguing with kids.
Hey, that's it. I'm almost 40. I'm not doing it.
I'm knocking on 30's door and I'm like, I'm at that point, like, I don't give a fuck.
I cared at first because you felt like you didn't want nobody to feel like they could just talk to you any kind of way or misinterpret your point. But now I don't care. Feel free to misinterpret me. And I should make that a new t-shirt coming soon on foryourwear.com. But yeah.
And I'm probably going to buy it because I meant to bring out my Russell Melanin shirt because that's what I purchased from the one and only Lovely. But I gotta plug my own shirt.
You should.
So and it's funny how because I told if you've missed it, I had Matessa Ash, our girl. I had her
my sister
on the other show, and I think I explained to her off air where this slogan came from because a lot of people don't know where Eat, Sleep, Flex, Repeat came from.
Please tell me.
It came from literally shout out to my boy Highlight because he me and him do the collabs with the wrestlers because that thing you tweeted about Seth. That's him rapping. That's him rapping over. I just edited it. So basically,
I love him.
I got you. So basically, I asked him. I said, "Hey, bro, do you feel like can you create me a theme song for the podcast?" Because this is around the time I met him through my boy DJ. So it was like a chain of meeting, and he was like, "Yeah, sure, I got you." So he wrote the song. He was like, "Cool kid, step to the front. Too sweet sign for the click. Got to give the people what they want. Gonna get Roddy K quick." Yeah, I'm next on the Prince. Ain't never been the same never since. I living pretty well. I'm the chairman. I ain't giving no chance like Vince. Brock Lesnar, I'm the beast. Eat, sleep, flex, and repeat. And I was like,
fire.
I was like, where did that come from? He's like, bro, you always talking about food. You sleep. You say you like to sleep a lot, and then you always working out online. I'm like, huh? I'm like, oh, so you studied me basically. You're like, yeah. So eat, sleep, flex, and repeat is literally my catchphrase. So it's
what
like,
you do?
Make sure I eat because I'm gonna make sure. Because before we did this podcast, I had me some pork. I ain't gonna lie to you. Had me some nice little pork. And then I always flex because I'm always working out. If I'm not working out, I'm sick. Basically,
right.
And flex and repeat. And I think he also said it came off of Brock Lesnar. Remember Brock Lesnar eat, sleep, suplex, repeat. Yeah. He's like, yeah, and he said that was just a layup. And I'm like, thank you. You just literally saved me time to come up with a catchphrase and merchandise. And shout out to Elliot on Twitter. He actually designed this logo and the the Black AF shirt that is
Fire.
inspired by Hurt Business. So
Fire.
I was like, bro.
MVP. not gonna go without saying that. MVP can eat a dick.
If for those of you who don't know the story behind her, it was explained on Twitter, on TikTok. Yeah.
I'll tell.
You do tell the beef between Lovely and Montel Vontavious Porter.
So, and I've told this story so many times, but it's just
funny
it never doesn't make me mad. Okay, it is so simple, and I shouldn't really be mad at him, but fuck it. So my mother has this. I don't know why. She has this crush on MVP, right? Like she thinks that he is just so good looking, just whatever. And I think my mother, she got an addiction for toxic men because she had me with my father. So clearly she has a problem. So, of course, me and MVP actually know each other. And I told him the story. So every time he sees me, he gets a chance. Every chance he gets, he rides me with this. And how your mama doing? You know how you talk. You tell your mom I said what's up next time you see her. And every time I go to a house show, if I'm in the front row and he's there, the last house show, I hate this Bama. The last house show I went to that he was at, Bama gets knocked out the ring on my side. I'm on the front row. Gets knocked out the ring on my side and gonna pose on the ground. So I was like, take this for your mama. Send it to her. Tell her I said, hey. You motherfucker. So every day is fucking VP.
So basically, people know it's some truth, but it's a joke. So don't take it too serious.
Two things can be true.
Two things can be true. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I ride for him, you know, in the presence of the others. I ain't gonna say the others' name, but you know, in our company, fuck that name.
The motherfuckers who like to steal our stuff, you know.
That, you know. They call them colonizers. I call them another C word. I ain't gonna say.
I call them mayonnaise.
Well,
Casper the Friendly, not Ghost.
I have a lot. I have a list. The what I call them, the milk maidens. All right, guys. Okay, I'm back.
The bleached socks.
It's so. Cum cricket is my favorite. I don't know if I can say this on the show.
Cricket.
Whoa. And the funny thing is, a Caucasian person came up with that. This is a white person's word. I was like,
a cum cricket?
Oh, that's amazing.
I'm going to use that.
I'd use it every chance I get.
I'm like, I'll be turning myself like every time I reply, I'm like, let me write that down. Right. Cum cricket. There's so many names. We could spend a whole hour just coming up with nicknames for
fuck them.
Fuck them. That's fuck them niggas. But let's talk a little bit about mental health a little bit, because I try to make a tendency of talking mental health, especially when it comes to just in general. How has your mental been? If you can be honest.
I'm always transparent. You know that. I will say the last 2-3 years were probably the worst of my adult life that I can remember. And it started when my grandmother passed away. For everyone who follows me on Twitter knew the story. My grandmother got diagnosed with lung cancer, and I took care of her for the last 3 months. You know, every day was there, and then she passed away. And everything kind of went in the shit from there. So I was not okay for a very long time, but of course, me being the auntie that people perceive me to be, or that I've become for people, I have to be strong and be there. So I wasn't okay. And I was very honest about not being okay. Last year, experienced something oddly enough, this month last year, experienced something that mentally destroyed me. Like I didn't sleep for 2 weeks. I didn't eat. It was really bad. And contemplated that good old S word a couple of times. It was a very rough 15 months. But with the help of some amazing people, Matessa's one of them, Latrell, Phoenix, Trey, AJ, Colby and her boobies, my best friend, my best friend Sierra, Faye, Swole, Tasha, and just I know I'm forgetting some of y'all, and I love y'all. Please don't shoot me. I love y'all. Cam, it's a group of people that Fam, and my co-host, Jesus. My co-host, Fam, Mimi, those people helped me through those 12 months that I couldn't even see. And they were there. They were like, Lovely, you got to keep going. Don't let this beat you. And they didn't even know the full story. Like one or two of them knew what happened. And I almost didn't make it. 2023 almost didn't see me. And I'm just being 100% honest. And of course, anybody who followed me on social media, you saw some of the other crazy stuff that came out of nowhere from Twitter that I was like, I don't even know what's happening. But I became public enemy #1 out of nowhere. And I was like, I was asleep. What happened? You know what I mean? I don't know what, but shit happens. And honestly, by the strength of whoever is in charge up there, I made it to my birthday. I don't know what happened on my birthday. And I just woke up and said, you know what? I am tired of being miserable behind somebody else's bullshit. And I went outside, took my dogs, and we took a 3-hour walk. And I just listened to music for 3 hours. My dogs, we just walked. And I said, you know what? Fuck that. You're going to beat this. Like, you're not going to die in this. You've been through too much throughout your life to let this situation take you out. And I just, for 4 months, I grinded like nobody's business. I got focused and I just said, hey, I'm getting out this fucking bullshit. And I made it. And now I can smile again. Now I'm laughing and joking. It takes so much to get me down now because if I could make it through those years, I can make it through anything. And I'm happy again. And I have not been able to say those words in a couple of years. Wow. So that's good for me. I'm 36 years old. I don't have any children. I should be living my best life with no restraints, right? Best life. Because I ain't going back and forth with you niggas. So I'm good. I had to get back to me. I had to get back to my rituals and the spirituality that kept me together and got back eating right. I started getting back into the gym again, get the guns ready and that stuff like that. So
get the flex part.
Yeah.
She got the flex part.
I don't know if y'all see these, but
we're taking the word back. Fuck Hogan.
Yeah, that's us. I'm good. I'm good. Hey, I'm back to lovely. I'm back to lovely.
I love that because a lot of people always get confused with me because they assume that I'm older than who I am, or
I did too. Like, you shocked me.
It's not that I'm older than what I am. It's like I've been through so much shit from family. Let me reword that because family and friends mean you well. Relatives and enemies mean you harm. So, relatives. Yeah, from a young age, I had to grow the fuck up. And it took me into my early 20s to get that childhood that I was missing, to finally get that first balance to where I am now. So it's like when I tell people, I'm like, if I tell people my whole story. If you guys want to check out the Tapped In podcast with DJ Breezy, I was on her first guest on there. And I told her straight up, I said, it was father situation. The reason why I was the way I was when me and her met at the time. And it took me accepting my situation as well as being unable to open myself to where it's like, okay, you're going to hurt, you're going to laugh, you're going to live, you're going to love, but it's like you just have to let it happen. Don't, because one thing, and I say this all the time. I probably might as well make it into a t-shirt or make it into a hashtag. But the worst thing you can do as a creator is being a perfectionist because those two do not go together. And growing up, I was a dumbass perfectionist. I was a perfectionist, but I was also a dumbass. So
that's oxymoron.
So it's like as I grew and evolved, I got rid of the dumbass part, and then I had to get rid of the perfectionist part. So it's like I think it took me until 2020 when the pandemic hit. That's when I was like, you know what, I got to kill this shit. Like shit happens. Like I'm pro. Hey, fuck it, let's do it. Like that was literally my entire 2022. I was like, fuck it, let's do it. Like I was in Nashville for SummerSlam. I think that was my second wrestling event ever.
Oh, nice.
I think my first was Dynamite when Cody set himself on fire.
Really?
Yeah, that was my very first. And I was
what a way to break it in.
I was like, and it was like I think it was I think that was one of those fuck it, let's do it. And then when that happened, I was like, Cody, now what the fuck you doing? Love Cody, love Cody Luther King, but God.
You know I pop every time for the King. Don't do that.
But yeah, that's why it's like I always make sure to get people's mental state right now, so we can vibe and really feel it, because that's what it's like. That's what a lot of people don't understand. Like, you go through certain things. Like, you grow up at a young age. You suffer loss. I lost my grandmother in 2016. It was a stroke, took her out. I think that was one of my lowest points. The first low was a year prior. I lost my god brother. I lost him to pneumonia, and he was literally my mentor. So it kind of it broke me in a professional sense, and a little bit personal. But the grandmama dying, that just broke me to the point where
just breaks you.
It brought me to the point where I was using women for relationships.
Yeah.
And I could look back at that and say, yo, what the fuck were you doing, bro?
And you can identify it. And that's the key thing. Because and this is something that I preach on, since we're just talking on mental health, which I think is something that as content creators, especially Black content creators, we should talk about more candidly amongst each other. People don't realize that a lot of things are trauma responses that we cloak as coping mechanisms.
Mm-hmm.
And you're not really coping. It's just a trauma response. Like I have no problem telling this story, because if you're watching this, you probably already know some of it. Right after my grandmother passed away, I got into a relationship with someone who I love dearly, and we are still really, really close. You know, he had his flaws, I had my flaws, but the flaws that I focus on are mine. I can't, his issues, he's working on him, I'm working on me. My issues were in that particular time, because I was so broken from my grandmother's passing, I was so needy. I needed someone because I felt like I had lost everything, right? I felt like I needed someone, and we were miles away. He's in New York, I'm in North Carolina. So it was like, I need you because I'm broken. But he is so career oriented, and his career was taken off. So he didn't have the time that I thought that I needed from a person. And that ended up, amongst other things, just causing something that could have been beautiful to just not work out, because I used the trauma of losing someone that raised me, and I'm watching her deteriorate every day. She's gone, and I just needed something to fill that void. And I was needing too much of him that I really didn't need. Like, now that I've healed from that, and the grieving process is easier, and I'm okay, and I can go days and I'm not crying. I just think about good things. I realized, damn, you really put too much responsibility on him during this time. And honestly, I should have just not dated. I should have just got through that. And then, of course, after you break up, in the middle of grieving, you start looking for any kind of emotional charge or, outlet to charge your battery. So then you start talking to other people that good and goddamn well you didn't have no business dealing with. And end up in a worse situation, because I did not, number one, I didn't know how to grieve. Right. The other biggest death I had was my grandfather. That situation was weird, because 2014, my paternal grandmother shot and killed my grandfather, but it was in self-defense. Yeah. So I couldn't process that. So I didn't grieve. So this is the first time I really had to go through that. And anyone who knows me, I'm strong. I don't cry. I don't show emotion. And I cried every day for a year. So I started attaching to people that I shouldn't have, and got in situations, and you know what I mean? And once you get out of it, you realize in hindsight, I can't, anytime I have a breakup, I don't talk about their stuff. I talk about what I did in it. And for me, and what I could have done, what I did was put too much responsibility on him being that void filler during grieving, that I ruined something. We could have been married by now, probably. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But also, that was something I had to go through. It was something I had to learn. I had to grow. I had to be a better version of me. And now we have a great relationship. Shout out to the Driver Tears podcast. Shout out Sir Wilkins. Whatever.
I already knew exactly who you're talking about, but a lot of people probably don't know. But yeah, I know exactly, because I watched a nice little podcast, something else. Something else. I think my favorite was the Mark Henry one because I love me some Mark Henry.
He's so annoying. He drives me crazy.
Yeah, that's my guy. Because
shout out to Uncle Mark.
Because I think because Highlight did a song on him too, Mark Henry. So it's like because he made it a mission to highlight a lot of black wrestlers who he feel wasn't really appreciated back in the day. And if for those of you who know me or who had a wrestling conversation with me, know Mark Henry Hall of Pain is one of the most underrated runs in the world. Should have.
Have you met him?
Nah, not yet. I probably will eventually because I'm going to a lot more wrestling events this year. So I probably
when you meet him, the way that you feel about him now, when you meet him, it's going to turn up 10 times. I promise you. He is a fool, but he is amazing.
He reminds me of my uncle because my uncle.
I call him Uncle Mark.
My uncle's a fool, and like that's why I think I always me as a wrestling because people always ask me like why am I still into wrestling now? I said I just grew attached as a young age to certain people who remind me of people who like Mark Henry, Ron Simmons remind me of my uncles. Who else? I think those the main two. Anybody black, I was always like, oh,
there it is.
I'm like, oh yeah, you just like me.
Exactly.
So but if you haven't already, make sure you check out something else podcast because that was like a lot of stuff. That was my first time meeting or learning of FAM because I was like, I didn't really know of the Black Wrestling. Is it a network? That's what they call it.
Black Wrestling Podcast.
Black Wrestling Podcast. Just P. Okay. So I didn't really know too much about that, but I saw you and then FAM, and then I was like, y'all on Black Wrestling? Like, what the fuck? Let me check that out. So I checked that out, and then hey, I've been watching y'all every Thursday. I think yeah, because it's funny how this podcast always dropped the same day as Black Wrestling Podcast. So I'd be like, yo, I always tell people like, yo, when you check this out, check these dudes out because they're just like us. Because a lot of people,
niggas,
yeah,
and Drip.
Oh, the niggas featuring Drip. But nah, because DJ Breezy, she's under my brand, and she didn't know it was a lot of black wrestling fans. She was like, I didn't know. I said, oh, believe you me, it's a bunch of us. We just don't have a big enough platform because
you know it.
Yeah. I mean, if we had the other skin, we would been booming. But we work from the ground up. That's how we do. That's what we've been doing for the past century.
Get it out the mud.
So but wrestling. I guess we can mention a little bit of wrestling.
I'm with it.
For those of you who don't know, what is your top storyline that you can rave about besides the bloodline?
Okay, I was about to say that. Well, bitch, you asked. Honestly, and I know it's probably very cliche for some people, it's true. And I'm going to bring up both because they meant everything to me. Of course, anyone who knows me, my favorite wrestler is Stone Cold Steve Austin. Shout out 316. Shout out to Littlefoot.
Any 316?
Yeah, this is Littlefoot shirt. So Stone Cold Steve Austin is my favorite wrestler. 1B, Macho Man's 1A. Him and Vince McMahon. Please. There's nothing better than that storyline. I don't care who you are, what to say, what's your favorite wrestling network or promotion.
They've tried to duplicate it so many times, it's failed.
Nothing would ever hit like that. That storyline, I'm gonna be honest, that time in wrestling actually is why I was like a straight A student, because if I didn't pass tests and stuff, I couldn't watch wrestling. I couldn't go to the shows. I couldn't. So that was my motivation. So that's why wrestling means so much to me. But that storyline, I was like, in theory, me as a black woman probably shouldn't like this bald redneck guy, right? In theory.
Some Steve
on paper, right?
Right.
Every Monday, I was tuned in to see who he was going to kick ass. I was like, this, who is this? And I fell in love with him because I watched him back in the day, but of course he wasn't, I watched the Ringmaster and all that stuff because I've been a Paul Heyman fan forever. So anything that he watched or was a part of, I was watching. But That storyline, nothing will ever top that storyline. Love it. And of course, the second storyline, Ministry of fucking Darkness. Anything to Undertaker back then. Ministry of Darkness, when we thought the Undertaker and Kane were brothers and they lied.
They lied to us, motherfuckers.
Just like the Yin Yang twins.
Now that blew me. I was like, the fuck? All right.
The fuck was that? But those storylines to me it was just good. And it could have been the naiveness of us as kids. Well, even when you go back and watch it as adults, it's like, oh, this is some good shit.
This is some good ass
shit. It is some good shit.
Right.
Yeah. This is good, man. I ain't gonna talk about the bloodline. You already know.
Yeah, you already know. Acknowledge me.
Once.
Because it's funny how, because I didn't even, it's funny how I was always a wrestling fan, but I never bought the merch. I think the first shirt I bought was FTR, Wreck Everyone and Leave, and the Brody Lee tribute shirt. Those are the first three.
Shout out to Lauren. Shout out to Laura Moran for that.
Yeah, those are the only three I bought. I was like, and then it's funny how every time I walk in the store, like sometimes, because it was the Wreck Everyone and Leave like cut hoodie, because got to play the gimmick, flex and all that stuff. So walking around my skinny ass flexing. So
please.
So I'm walking in the store with it on, and then this dude came and was like, "Hey man, you watch wrestling? Man, I'm tired of that shit." I'm like, "Hey bro, acknowledge him.
We the ones."
Every time I was like, and then he looked at me for a minute, and I just kept walking. I was just walking out, and I'm like, I know what you're trying to say. You tired of it, but nah, people don't understand. It is hard to get a storyline in WWE nowadays that keep you intrigued, because at the time of this recording, I think I just dropped a Jimmy Uso deserves his flowers.
I wish I was on that one.
because I was reacting to that promo from the last night. So I was like, yo, we rightfully praising Jay. Obviously we're praising Roman, but Jimmy? Where is this man's flowers? Because he put all his passion into that promo where he was like, hey, you betrayed me.
You have to remember, people forgot, like the heel run that the Usos had, I want to say was like...
Was it SmackDown Live?
I think like maybe 2017.
16.
Around
like 16,
there, somewhere in there.
They turned it right when they went live on Tuesdays. That was when they just turned it.
The Usos was... First of all, I have been trying to tell people they have been the workhorses of the WWE for the last, I'll say, 6-7 years for real. For real. They don't miss. If one's injured, the other one's there picking up the pieces. If one is suspended for things, the other one is there picking up the pieces. But they have been so consistent with the work that they put in. They don't miss in that ring. They give you everything they have every time they wrestle, whether it's in a house show, whether it's on Raw, whether it's on SmackDown, pay-per-view. They give you 100%. And them boys can talk because they have such passion when they talk.
And they sound different.
It's because they niggas.
They niggas. They some niggas. Because
Samoan just means some more niggas.
Some more niggas. No, because it's like, I think at the time where every promo sounded like everybody was trying to sound like John Cena, you had the Usos where they were sounding like the fucking Usos. And I'm like, and I understand the whole debate with the Usos and the Young Bucks, because in ring, I understand as far as like, I understand, but I don't at the same time. You see what I'm saying? I understand to the point where I want you to shut the fuck up talking about it. But I understand I don't understand, because I can watch a lot of Uso matches, but I can't watch a lot of Young Buck matches.
Here's the thing, and I think I've no, it totally makes sense. So I think I figured it out. I had a conversation with, I don't remember who the hell it was. Had a conversation one time about this debate, and I said the difference between the Usos and the Young Bucks, I think they're the greatest, but in different ways. I think the Usos are the greatest as far as what we're talking about on TV, product-wise, match-wise, storyline. That's where they are. The Young Bucks, on the other hand, are something like the Bellas, to where business-wise, that's what makes them the best in their venue. It's the business side of it, because when they were, the whole Bullet Club, everybody who knows me, I'm a Bullet Club mark from day one. I was there when Finn, not there, I was watching when he turned on Taguchi. So all of that. So they showed you business wise that, hey, you really don't need a big company backing. to get your merch and shit off, to really get your name out there, because that era of Bullet Club with them and Kenny Omega, you didn't see Bullet Club merchandise like that broad. It was like a secret society club of if you know type stuff. And Bullet, we all love Bullet Club, but they weren't as mainstream marketable as they became.
Right.
They understood the business side of it and how to get over and how to do stuff. So I think they're the best in two different avenues. Right. And I think if we have that conversation as opposed to comparing them,
right,
it's a better conversation. But that's too much. Like, right.
That makes too much sense for some people's. They're like, oh, it's Young Bucks or no, it's Usos or no. No, I like both of them because I can sit through a Young Buck match if it makes sense. If it makes sense.
I used to. I don't know.
No, I'm talking about like the Lucha Bros and Young Bucks. I can sit.
Yeah.
I can sit through that if it makes sense.
If we working, like, but coming out with the basketballs and shit like that.
Yeah, that's when they lose me every time because I'm not a basketball mark. I'm not a basketball.
It was just dumb.
Most of it is it's like, I think if you're not like, one time they came out to like, because it was like a Space Jam type of
yeah.
I got that because I grew up on Space Jam.
Yeah,
but
and it was around the time the movie was coming out. I was at that show. It was the one in Charlotte.
Yeah, so I was like, okay, cool. But when it's stuff like that, I'm like, well, like Ghostbusters and all that stuff, I'm like, yeah, you're losing me because I don't really give too much. I've seen everything, but I don't give a shit about that like that. So.
I think I wish that we could have real, true conversations as far as like, without the tribalism when it comes to WWE versus AEW. And I said it before and I'll say it on every platform that I get a chance to say it because I hope it makes sense to everyone. If you are someone who likes storylines, you're probably going to be more prone to WWE. If you're someone who likes just
straight
quick,
wrestling,
fast action wrestling, you're probably going to be more tuned to AEW. It doesn't make either one right or wrong. It's just what you personally like. I'm a storylines kind of person. So I have a lot of friends that are signed to AEW. So of course I support and watch what they do, but I like story. I like the drama, the cinema, I love that. So that's why I have
like the Kenny Omega and Hangman story. I was invested in that because I followed the story because it was a story behind it. And
exactly.
And for those of you who know me or who know me for a long time, when I started doing the wrestling stuff through gaming, and then I just ventured off into basically talking about it in real life. Basically, if you followed my story, my content, everything that I uploaded had a reason. It's a story to it. I think I did for one of my 2K videos, I think I did a mimic Beatdown Clan. It was like Beatdown Corporation. It was like a homage to that. And I think I put, it was Apollo Crews, Bobby Lashley, Street Profits, and Bianca Belair, but I made it make sense. I didn't just put a whole bunch of black folks in the group. Because they niggas. I made it make sense. Bianca she's an athlete. She's about she's about making money and making matches. That's one. Street Profits, they want money. So it's like it makes and they athletic.
Make it make sense. You put in the black.
Yeah. Don't just throw them and say, "Oh, here's commercial."
Kind of like I did with Naomi and added her to Hurt Business.
Yeah, it made sense. I was like, she's been disrespected for years. She only come back because MVP negotiated for her to come back, and now she's back only to do. The only way you can do business with her is through MVP. That made sense. Don't just say, "Oh, hey, he'll put Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams with the Hurt Business." I'm like, why would? Logistically, from the story that they're trying to tell us, Carmelo Hayes is basically he feels he's the Michael Jordan of NXT. He's not really about money. He's about
what makes more sense that people ain't paying attention when it comes to Carmelo and Hurt Business. It makes more sense to have Trick come in as his manager and go against MVP. That makes more sense because you have the veteran who essentially, if we really look at it, Carmelo has been marketed as like a mini MVP, right?
Basically with the
so
ball.
You have the veteran trying to take him under his wing, but he's bucking against it because he's like, I'm trying to do my own thing, get out of my face, old head, blah, 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 blah. That would make more sense. You already know Tricky's nice on the mic. It would make sense to have them go against each other than just throw them together because they black.
Right. But people don't really comprehend that. We're giving you if you don't understand after this episode, then that's your problem because
that's on you.
we're trying to tell you, don't just throw us in the group just because we niggas.
Make it make sense.
Just make it make sense. If I get into wrestling, because I know I'm currently in the process of starting to get into independent wrestling, so I'm probably going to eventually become on screen with indie wrestling, especially in the North Carolina area. Especially in North Carolina area. So you probably see me a lot more too. But
awesome.
Basically, I told the people who reached out to me, I said, just make it make sense. And they was like, what do you mean by that? I said, if you want me to be a certain character, I'm not going to be your typical black dude. I'm literally going to be. I'm going to probably be your Shannon, your Uncle Shannon of wrestling. Like I'm gonna get my jokes off, but I'm also gonna make it make sense. Like I'm not just gonna be like, I'm not gonna be your dancing nigga. I ain't want to. I ain't say the nigga part, but I was like,
I would have.
No, because they were white people. I didn't want to make them feel like. All right,
I said what I said.
But I was like, I'm not your dancing nigga, so. That's what I'm saying. And they understood that. So we'll see how that goes. But that's my goal eventually, is to become an on-screen. And if I decide to take a bump, we'll get there. But for now.
Charge them.
Yeah, I'm charging. But yeah, we'll get there. But for now, I'm going to be the on-screen, everybody's fun-loving Gresh. And the
only Gresh that we acknowledge here.
It's funny how he unblocked me too. And I was like,
ain't that something?
I'm like, huh. Because the reason why he blocked me was because at the time I didn't know no better. I think I was blinded by the coolness or whatever, or just being ignorant. It was the ACH situation in NXT. I was in at the time. I was in the group of like, well, why are you handling this on social media? Because at the time I didn't really experience racism at work. But then when I had that moment, because I think I'll never forget it. I was in a show in Nashville, and this dude came out of nowhere. Because it was like a whole bunch of Joshes there. And he was like, you got Josh, this last name, and the black Josh. And he said it so nonchalantly, like, just like, shoot. And I looked at him and I was like, oh, no, fuck you. And that was my first moment, and nothing happened to him. So I was like, that was my first moment where I was like, huh. So it's like, I think a few months later, I put out to, I said, yeah, ACH is right. So I think that's the reason why a lot of people blocked me, because I went back and forth with him. A lot of people on. I was like, yo, this. But then as I evolved and grew the fuck up and experienced real life shit, I was like, damn, you're right.
You have to give people that moment to actually grow. And that's another thing that I fucking hate with Twitter, is that there are some things that you can come back from. Because some people are just naive because they haven't experienced, so they don't know how deep certain shit runs or how it impacts people. And allow people to grow. Now, there is some shit you cannot come back from.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
But there's some shit that you can fucking come back from.
Being a pedophile. Being homophobic.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it. You're right. You're right.
And here's the thing with homophobia, and I'll say this as someone a part of the community. Right?
Right.
And I'll touch on, and I won't get too deep into it because it's your show. I ain't gonna overtake it, but this is just what I'll say.
Oh no.
We had a very beloved wrestler pass away recently that I absolutely loved. Right? Absolutely loved. And back in the day, he said some really fucked up shit in regards to
reach for the sky, boy.
That's my nigga. Woo. And people didn't understand why so many people forgave him. When you have to number one, understand people's backgrounds. Okay. Right. Not all of us grew up as open-minded and stuff like that. We have family members that are close
to this day.
You understand what I'm saying? I got kicked out of my house when I was 18 for coming out the closet. So our own family had to grow. So understand that man said something 10 years ago that we not just got an apology for, and that was it. We watched him grow as a human to educate himself, be surrounded more. Because, I mean, he's Denver, a chicken farmer. They ain't got no gay people that they know about right there. They don't know. Right. They don't know that Aunt of Alberta was licking coochie back in the 70s. They didn't know that.
I think the reason why I said you can't come back from it, the only way I say you can't come back from it is if you're buckling down on it.
Exactly.
That's the only way you can't come back from it. But if you apologize and all that stuff,
just apologize, he worked to where he was like, look, I didn't fucking know. let me get around these people. Let me work with them. And he changed. I saw it. I got a chance to meet him 3 times.
Right.
Fucking amazing dude. And when he passed, to see some people bringing that back up, I said, you have got to be a miserable motherfucker if you can't see that there are so many people that are in that community that was like, look,
Effie.
he's not the same. and also, Effie not the mayor of gay people,
but still, it's like he's
still, right.
Yeah.
You see so many others in the community saying the exact same thing. This not the time to air out your grievances with somebody. This man,
and most of them just do that just to be dicks about it
because they get likes and they know that
they want everything for likes and retweets. Bro,
y'all don't really care.
Y'all don't give. You
don't really care, and that's the shit that pisses me off.
Like,
and
3 seconds. Give me the charity that you donate to if you actually give a shit about this. You can't.
Not even that.
Without Googling.
Can your gay friends come to you when they have some gay shit going on and somebody is actually physically attacking them? Are you going to be there to defend us?
Exactly.
That's the stuff that I'm talking about. Because a lot of people like to be outraged for the sake of outrage because that's what drives engagement now on the internet, when you really don't know what the fuck we go through as gay people, as people in the community.
And
we get kicked out of our houses.
And people don't understand, like, when you're being an ally, you don't have to like knock down doors. You can literally give your opinion and be like, I'm gonna let this person talk to you more because they're in the community.
That's what people don't know what an ally is. And that's what we have to talk about. And that's the stuff that I talked about before I didn't give a fuck no more. Allyship is not for you to speak for me.
You open.
And that goes for white allies too.
Mm-hmm.
That goes for straight allies. That goes for non-Christian allies. All of this stuff. That does not mean that you speak on behalf of us. It means that you allow your privilege of not being in this marginalized community to allow you to open certain doors for us to go through so we can speak.
Exactly.
That's how you become an ally.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna get off that because I
no, we can go on that for hours if we want to.
I get mad. I get mad.
Yeah, because it's so many, and like people don't understand. Like, I have friends like that are gay, and people they be like, how do you do that? Like, how are you gay? How are you friends with a gay man? Easy. I set boundaries and we keep it pushing.
And also, the only difference between being gay and straight is what the fuck you do in your bedroom. You ain't supposed to be in there with me no fucking way. There's no difference.
That's all I'm saying. If it ain't your bed, mind who you fucking.
You got shit to do with me.
I don't care who you clap cheeks or break backs on. That ain't mine, so I don't give a
shit. Are we getting on this 2K? That's my question. We about to get on this 2K.
Like, hey, bro, we finna hop on Twitch right quick. What are
we talking about?
You wanna come through? No? Okay. I don't give a fuck. You'll be just like, I'm about to smoke this joint though.
Right. Do you want to pass it to the left? Because I'm like, I've been out.
I'm about to become Smokey. Puff, puff, give. Puff, puff, give. Like, fucking up the rotation.
I've been out since I was like 16, right?
Respect.
Cool. My mom, of course, she's a minister. So she's super duper Christian at the time.
Nah.
At the time. She's grown. My mother has grown exponentially over the years. And I'm so fucking proud of her. And now my sister's gay. I have a gay sister who came out a couple of years ago. And a part of me was like, damn, I wish I had that support when I was younger, but I'm so glad that she has it. Right. Because she's not as strong as I am mentally. She wouldn't have been able to deal with it the way that I had to, I had to grow up with it. So I'm glad that she has the support that she has now. That's how you become an ally. You grow. My baby ain't have to go through the shit that I had to go through. I got 5 sisters, and I have one of my sisters about to have a baby. I'm about to be an auntie for the first time. Yeah. They don't have to go through some of the stuff that I had to go through. That's the point. Yeah. Education, growth. Learn, people.
Learn, motherfuckers. God damn.
Then I go back
to on Twitter, before we because we can be here as long as we want. But on Twitter, I put out because you watch TV much as I do, like allegedly. Not as much, but like you watch TV shows and all that stuff. Tropes. I want you to list 3, like, because you don't understand the terminology from behind the scenes, like tropes and like TV show tropes and all that stuff. Because one of my most TV trope that's been used for the past eon has grown to irk my nerves in the past 10 years, and that is the TV trope of someone having a secret relative / twin / something And
bitch, ain't nobody know.
And I'm like, nobody knew. It got to the point where I'm like, because it seemed like every show that I've watched, whether it was on the CW or ABC, NBC, someone had a secret. I'm like, damn, y'all ain't got nothing new. What is your least favorite? It could be minimum 3 or minimum 1. What's your least favorite TV trope?
It doesn't take long for me to tell you. Okay. Nothing burns my biscuit like we in the middle of like a alien invasion, right?
Mm-hmm.
How y'all fall in fucking love? Like, how do you find love in the middle of the apocalypse? Like, that drives me fucking insane. Because I'm a disaster movie enthusiast, right? I love disaster movies. So I'm watching, like, the world is crumbling and people falling in love and finding a cave to have sex in or find a soulmate at the end.
And then they'll dedicate a whole scene of them having sex, and I'm like, wow,
bitch, E.T. is right here.
There's a zombie right outside your fucking door. Why are you? What are we doing here?
I don't know why that drives me crazy. It drives me.
Does that turn somebody on? Because it's not me.
I'm not the demographic. Okay, I'm trying to figure out how do you get out of this. How do you get out of this zombie apocalypse?
How do you get hard when you're trying to survive?
Nigga, the zombies are on the other side of the door. We see their arm. What are you doing?
Like, why are
so
you?
That's that one drives me insane. Another one that does, and I think it's starting to change a little bit now, especially on TV, is a while ago, every gay character was like a male gay character had to be super duper flamboyant. You know what I mean?
Have you seen Riverdale?
No.
They have a character on there that is super flamboyant that says, like, let me give you an example. One of the main characters' dad got shot and was about to die. He came in, he's like, so did you have sex with such and such? And you just like, oh my gosh, shut the fuck up.
I hate that. I don't like, okay, two things can be true, but y'all know I live by this. If we're doing stereotype comedy, right? Mm-hmm. Cool. I get it. That's the point. Stereotype comedy, cool. But in regular shows, every gay man isn't uber flamboyant.
There are some.
There are a lot, but I don't want that to be the
main
focus. Is not even you. The focus is on their flamboyancy, not even their life sometimes. Right. And there's a show back in the day called Noah's Ark. I love that show. It gave so many different variations of the lifestyle that, you know, my gay brothers have lived. So it gave you, this is what they are. Where when I'm watching a TV that's predominantly like just straight people, and you got the gay person being has to come in this way. And I'm like, you're not doing it to be representative of the community. You're doing it low key to throw shots.
Right.
I'll kill you. Get out of my face.
That's why I kind of respect it. I don't know if you've seen Sex Education.
Yeah.
That's why I kind of respect what they did with Eric.
I love his character
because it didn't come off like forced in your face. Because I don't mind my TV show. Like you'll see people bitch about it on social media. I'm one of them who like, bro, they're everywhere. Why the fuck are we mad about it being a gay character? It's life. They're literally. I'm pretty sure they're probably next door to my house right now.
But who cares?
Who gives a fuck? Like,
but. It's when you're making it a joke. Like don't do that. Don't do that.
And don't make and I like it when the dialogue is handled with care too. It's like everything doesn't have to be stereotypical with it either. Like make the dialogue make sense. That's why I respect it. I respect Eric's character. I don't think he's gonna be in an upcoming season or he's done with it after this season. I think
it's such a good show. I wish more people watched it. It was a very good show.
Yeah, I think they got a new season coming this year, I believe.
And I think the last one that I have, right? Okay, this is the last one. You know how, like, you know, I care nothing about interracial dating. I love who you love. I don't care about that.
Right.
But what I hate is when they make it a point to have like the super duper Afrocentric Black girl fall in love with like the preppy Yale graduate white dude. Like, in no fucking world are they gonna cross paths. They go to the grocery store and they fall in love. Please, they not shopping at the same grocery store.
They make it so obvious. They make it so obvious, like with the music and the presentation, like the slow motion sometimes when they see someone for the first time, they be like, oh my God, you're so gorgeous.
And that's why I enjoyed that show, that movie that came out with Jonah Hill and Lauren London.
Was it
You People or something like that?
Something like that, yeah.
So it was, now granted, because we know Kenya Burris, he be forcing some shit. What is that his name? Or whatever his name? That nigga.
Yeah, nigga.
Him. He forces some shit sometimes, and it's probably because he looked like MVP, but we'll leave that alone. It was some things in it were forced, but the dynamic that Jonah Hill and Lauren London had, I liked it because it wasn't beyond belief. Other people thought it was because they're like, there's no way that a Jonah Hill could bag a Lauren London.
They're talking with their penis.
Exactly. You'd be fucking surprised because they didn't make it overly awkward.
As a prime example, he bags all of them. The fuck?
So it was just like the point of the show was the being extra because of the parents, but those two's dynamic wasn't extra, and I love that. Like, if you're gonna do an interracial story, the couple themselves don't make it too suspended of belief, but the family, I was like, I just slapped the shit out of his mama, but whatever. Those are my issues.
Yeah, because I noticed that like a lot of people don't really. So that's why when I eventually tap into the YouTube summary of watching or reviewing shows, that's what I'll be looking for. I'm like, okay, is this the same stereotypical bullshit with the family? Like, oh, is the people from New Orleans all witches? Is the people from... Yeah. But no, you see what I'm saying? Like, if you've seen this, if you grew up on the CW, they literally made it a mission as New Orleans being the hub of witches. And I'm like...
There's so much more there.
I'm like, it's so much more there. I promise you it's a lot more there, because it seemed like that's literally there. It's like New Orleans is witches, Mexico is the immigrants, and Atlanta is the safe haven. I'm like, bro, I promise y'all,
Atlanta is the opposite.
We are not safe.
We are not safe. If there's one place we are not safe, it is Atlanta.
Do not go to Fulton Industrial. That's all I'm saying.
My God.
Because you will be, woo! You will be a ho, 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 ho.
And we don't mean Christmas at all.
No. Nope. Like, do not pass 20. Do not go past Fulton Industrial after midnight, because if you do, you will be stopped and you will be sold, and they do not give a fuck.
You're gonna be tricked out.
You're gonna be tricked out.
They don't care about your parents.
Nope. They'll trick out your parents too.
If your mama there. If your mama let your mama have a fat ass, because that's it.
That's a wrap. Don't wear them leggings that you wear in the gym. Cause
you got to wear your sweatpants. Please.
Wear my sweat. I got on duffel bags right now. So wear them duffels. With the pockets on the side, wear them. You're fine. Please. But if you got I can't really say that, because some people be having some bad ass with them things too.
I've seen a couple of asses in
it. Yeah. Basically, I always reveal myself on Twitter when I be some of my jokes. I'll be like, oh shit, damn. I said, because with Tony Khan, I'd be like, damn, AEW pay-per-view gonna be longer than Terra Boulevard.
Please. Please.
So it's like, if you've ever been on Terra Boulevard, you know that shit is long. It does not stop. It does not stop.
Ooh, such a long, lonesome road. Jesus.
It's a long situation. Like I promise you, one of these days I will not run out of snacks watching one of those pay-per-views. I always run out of snacks.
Okay, so I don't know if you remember, like, what was that? I don't remember what WWE pay-per-view was, but they only had like 6 matches, right?
Was it recent?
Yeah, it was probably like a couple of months ago.
Survivor Series, maybe, or
I don't know. But it was 6 matches, and all I tweeted was, look,
I think I remember that.
We had a great show without having 28 matches. I don't know how that turned into me being an ugly ass bitch on the internet. I don't know how. I was like,
the way I was like, y'all really taking this out of context?
I wasn't even talking about just AEW. WWE has had long ass
WrestleMania 2019.
For no fucking reason. New Japan will have you up at 3:00 in the morning for 4 fucking days. So y'all just took that and ran a mile with it. I was like, I wasn't even talking about y'all, but since we're here,
let's talk about it.
Fuck it. Yeah. Once I know how to piss you off, I'm gonna dig it in.
I'm about to stab you some more, motherfucker.
I was like, damn, I'm ugly. That's fucked up.
Damn. Wait a minute. No, I'm not. You're like, damn, I got a little dick. Nope,
That's
I don't.
Crazy.
Shit.
Anyway.
Damn. I got an ugly face.
Nah. Like, I thought I was kind of cute.
I got my mama's face with a beard. No.
Yeah, I look like my daddy, but my daddy cute. I don't know.
It's like once we get past that initial shock of y'all insulting us, we don't give a fuck. Basically,
yeah, we literally send the insults back and forth in group chats and be like, "This motherfucker is crazy. This shit funny." And then we take y'all jokes and spin them and like, yeah, listen. That shit work with people who just became who they are. When you got people who know who they are and have been who they are for
the past decades, so
please. I've been called ugly all my life, bitch. I don't care.
I've been bullied, tripped and all that stuff. And you know what I do now? I wish you would.
Bitch, here's the thing.
There's something in my picture right now where if you try something, you might end up with a graze in your heart.
Babe.
Right over my left shoulder.
But you can't kick my ass. Pow. You can't kick my ass.
Yeah.
And that's the part of it. I'm like,
can you fight me?
Know that's the thing. Like, I'm actually like a trained boxer. Like, I boxed for 5 years and my hands are actually registered. I don't say that because I don't want nobody thinking I'm like a Billy badass. Like, I don't think that nobody can kick my ass. I'm sure there's people out there that can whoop my ass. I'm sure.
But I have to ask that question. Can you whoop my ass over social media?
Can you whoop my ass? Because I'm just like.
And then I look at the picture. If they're not hiding behind a wrestler as Abby, I'd be like, yeah, you can't.
Baby, once I see it's not even you on your picture, I don't care.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Like if you are a Roman Reigns fan 55444.
Girl, shut up.
We ain't got nothing to talk about. You just
my favorite video. Bitch, shut up.
Oh man, but that was my favorite. Basically, yeah, AEW needs to, because I think the upcoming show they have, like, I think they having one ladder match that usually be on Revolution on Dynamite. And I was like, oh, good. That means I can go to sleep on time. But knowing Tony Khan,
you'll be up.
I'll still be up.
It'll be an extra hour, but it's okay. We know this. It's okay.
Speaking of Tony Khan, hey, bro, get off Twitter.
Nigga.
Like, hey, bro, get off Twitter. Like,
that's all
like that shit with him and Ariel Helwani. That shit blew my whole mind. I'm like, bro, you are a grown man.
You are too rich.
You are a rich grown man. You're mad about an unbiased journalism, but you're out here plugging Wrestling Observer Newsletter awards like it's Easter.
You mad this nigga got a job? That's crazy.
Damn, he got a paycheck? Like, whoa. Like,
that's
I mean, if you mad about it, you could have offered him a paycheck. I mean,
because clearly y'all need somebody over there at HR. Y'all should hire me if y'all want me to stop talking shit. It's so simple.
And if they hire you, they can hire me I'll be their no man. Like, that don't make no fucking sense. Stop. Delete it right now. I'll be in everybody's DMs right now. I'll be like, No,
don't do that, because then you get in trouble for that. You remember I got in trouble for that shit trying to help out fucking MJF?
Oh yeah. That MJF he's a different cat. I tolerate him because I just tolerate him. Like, I'm not a fan whatsoever. I just tolerate him.
Yo, after that, I helped you that one time, but after that, nigga, shut up.
like I'm like, bro, you know you can just stop talking. Like, you don't have to. Everything don't have to be character work. Just
you don't have to say anything. There's so much stuff that you just don't have to say.
You're already the champion.
You won. Shut up.
That's why I think that's probably why I didn't really feel bad when he said, he alluded to that he's no longer engaged. I'm like,
he's not.
Congratulations.
Unfortunate.
I just said
I'd have left too.
When he said that, I was like, boo hoo, bitch.
That's crazy.
Damn, man. You know what it
It's
is?
just, but I also have to remember a lot of people that we watch on TV, and this is no shot to anybody. This is just real life.
Yeah.
A lot of people that we watch on TV now are younger than us. We got to remember, he's like, what, 26?
26.
Maybe somewhere around there.
Yeah.
He's a younger guy. So, a lot of these people are getting a lot of attention and fame
For the very first time.
fast. And they don't
Because I remember when
really
I said,
know how to navigate it.
because I remember when I said, man, this man's been the same since MLW. And I got flack for that. But I was like, I don't give a fuck.
He didn't lie.
I didn't lie. He's literally been the same. If you've watched him in MLW, he's literally been the same character.
He's been the same guy. So it's just like we don't realize it. Social media, unfortunately, allows us to watch people grow up in real time.
Mm-hmm.
So people are going to fuck up. They're going to say some shit that they shouldn't say. They get reprimanded, and then they either learn and grow, or they stay the same and stay dumbasses. And then you see where their career goes from there. Just give people the window and the opportunity to grow. And if you don't see growth, just don't support them and go. You don't have to talk about them every day. You can just act like they don't exist. That's what I do.
You know how many people who I act like don't exist? Like, I can say it because it's my show. I don't openly support Moose in Impact.
Can I say this on your show?
Fuck Moose.
Fuck Moose. Did you see my head almost spin around when you said his name?
The reason why I brought that up, because I told Highlight, because he wanted me to, because he did a freestyle on Moose because of his song, and I was like, I'll make it, but I'm not finna upload it to my channel. And he was like, "What do you mean by that?" I said, I don't fucking support Moose.
Hell no.
I think he a goofy ass nigga. That's just me.
And I don't even call him Moose. I call him Moof.
Moof. Cause I remember one time I got mad, I got flack because I said, bro, the dude cut a promo like Mushmouth.
Oh my God. Please. Police.
Because remember when he became champion and they was like, he took shots at WWE by talking about the man. And I said, bro, all I hear is Mushmouth.
Fucking please. No, I mean, here's the thing. I want all niggas to succeed and all niggas to be well off, but all niggas ain't your niggas, and some niggas you just can't really support.
Kinfolk. No.
And Moose is one that I am very open, that I don't really give a shit about at all. I don't care how anybody feels about it. I don't care how people clips of me saying it. I don't give a fuck. I don't fuck with that nigga. But also, just because I don't fuck with them, don't mean I gotta talk about them all the time. I only bring up certain people. If you bring them up to me, that's when I talk about it. But if you don't exist to me, or you're not somebody I support, I don't have to talk about you. If you saw my mute list on fucking Twitter.
If you see my mute list, I think we probably got the same length of mutes.
I don't know what half y'all be talking about. I don't see it. Like there's a female wrestler that everybody loves. I'm not a personal fan of, but I don't have to talk about it. I don't have to. I can celebrate her success. Congratulations, I'm proud of you. And I move the fuck on. I don't have to write a dissertation about why I'm not a fan. And that's the thing. Y'all spend too much time talking about shit y'all don't fuck with. Just don't fuck with it and go.
And a lot of people don't really understand that you can be friends with both parties if they don't like each other. Yeah. Just don't bring them up. It's just literally, you can save yourself drama if you just don't bring motherfuckers up.
You don't have to do that.
You can literally just vibe with, because everybody's not going to get along.
No,
it's a lot of people who are probably cool with me that I'm not cool with this person, and vice versa. It's like, who gives a fuck?
You don't have to understand in life. You're not going to get along with everyone, and that's okay. But just have a level of respect to where if I know I don't rock with you, you don't exist to me. I don't sit up and drag you. I don't sit up and bash you. I don't sit up and watch your page if I don't fuck with you. That's another thing I understand. Stop watching people that you don't like. Like if there is someone on social media or a wrestler, I don't even do that.
I'm talking about me. Just because even if I mute them, I still see that such and such is muted, and I'll be like, but that's the thing. It's don't even let okay. If it's someone that I just genuinely don't rock with, right? Mm-hmm. When I say I mute you, I don't just physically mute you. You don't exist here. So I can literally see your name and see your interactions or see your video or see your post. And it don't register to my brain because to me, you don't exist. I don't have to drag you. I don't have to bash you. I want you to be successful. I wish the best for you in your realm. I pray that everything you do is successful, but we just don't have to eat at the same table. That don't mean that it's beef.
That don't mean that it's just that we don't mesh, and it's okay not to mesh with everybody. It's just be respectful. If I don't rock with you, I can be in the same room with you and it don't bother me. I can say, what's up? And keep going. That's not being fake. That's just me being an adult. I can speak and just go.
There's this
same thing with wrestlers.
I'm about to say there's this saying. I don't know if it's been said to me before or I probably just made it up. But just because you are sitting at two different tables, or if you're sitting at the same table, you don't have to pay attention to this person and let your food get cold.
Exactly. And that's what a lot of people do.
Enjoy yourself. Or if you just don't feel, or if you feel like you can't really accept that, go create your own table and be the head of your own table.
I've said that so many times.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, that's what I'm saying. I don't know if I've heard it said before or it just came off the dome, but that's literally what I got off of that. It's like literally, you don't have to eat. Everybody don't have to eat at the same table. You can literally either eat at the same table, ignore this person, enjoy your food, or create your own table and create your own surroundings.
Because you're making yourself sick. You're making yourself stressed. You invite negativity into yourself. There's people that hate me. I'm okay with that because I'm the kind of person you either love me or you hate me. There is no in between, and I'm okay with that. So my thing is, if you mute me, it don't bother me. You got to protect your personal mental health too. If my tweets bother you or seeing my face bothers you that much, mute me and go live your fucking life.
You are blocked because I don't even see people who block me because I'm like, because literally if younger age, I'd be like, oh, why you block me? Now I'll be like, okay, I'll just move on. Or I block you back.
Live your fucking life, girl. Live your life, nigga.
Or I do what you call, I think it was Kobe who said that. She was like, oh, if I'm blocked, I'll block you too, just so you won't change your mind.
Yeah. But I don't even do that. I don't know. And it's not Kobe. That's my nigga. I don't even like to attribute it to maturity because I don't even think that's what it is. It's just a situation of understand we're in a very niche community. And this is beyond wrestling. This is just in life for real.
It's not that your maturity, it's more so you're selfish with your mental health.
Everybody's not going to get along, baby. And it's okay. Just don't let it fucking consume you. If there's somebody you don't fuck with, you don't have to watch their show. You don't have to watch their podcast. You don't have to listen to them on the radio. You don't have to watch them on TV. You can turn it back when their segment is over just to save yourself the trouble. It's so easy.
It's so easy. Like, you don't have to watch WWE if you hate it. You don't have to watch AEW if you hate it. It's literally like, shout out Stephanie Hayes on Twitter. She said it and people was trying to run with it, but she said, I tried to get into AEW. It just didn't work for me. I don't turn it on. It's literally that simple. And I said,
it's that simple.
It's literally that simple. Like, you don't have to. Like, just because you see somebody praising WWE, because I'm pretty sure I'm followed by people who watch both or watch one or the other. They're hardcore people, but I think I'm pretty much at that point where people understand, like, if it's not on my tweet or if it's not meant for you, and if you say something under my tweet, I don't really acknowledge you. I ignore you. So
100%.
Because I think I put out a tweet a while ago. I was like, I'd rather watch Game of Thrones. As a joke, that's how I would watch Game of Thrones House of the Dragon over that long ass AEW pay-per-view. And people was just bashing me for it. I was like, well, congratulations.
I'm about to bash you too. Because first of all, that is amazing television. Okay?
Yeah. Well, AEW.
That is no.
That's what I said. I would rather watch that over AEW.
You comparing it pissed me off. That's what made me mad. Don't compare it. Okay? Word to the Targaryens, okay?
No, I think the reason I said that because it was going on at the same time. So I was like, yeah, I'm probably going to watch this over that.
That was some good TV. That was some fan fucking
Now we got to wait till 2024 to watch this shit.
I don't want to talk about it.
Motherfuckers. Like, I mean, I guess it takes time to get the quality to make sense.
I watched the whole series of Game of Thrones.
I remember that. People who didn't know, like, you should have been there to watch her entire reaction. I was like, as soon as you said I'm finna watch this, I was like, like, oh shit. And I
got through it in 6 days.
I was here for the entire because that's the same time because I was working full time at my old job. Now I'm back there, but I'm part time. I was watching it because we had a lot of downtime, so I was like, I'm finna watch it. And I watched it. I think it was on HBO before it became Max, so it was like on Amazon Prime, HBO. So I was like, okay, I'm finna watch this. And then and as I watched it, I'm like, I'm getting pissed the fuck off right now. What the fuck is going on? Rob Stark is the dumbest motherfucker in the entire world. Oh, I want to be.
was like,
oh, I want to be honored. I want to be honest. Like, bro, you realize that you're in a world where everybody is married but still fucking whoever they want to fuck.
you didn't have to tell nobody nothing.
Nothing.
You didn't have to say shit. That red wedding would have never happened. Oh my God, he deserved it. He deserved it.
He deserved to fucking die.
And I hope he burns in hell. But Lady Stark, let me tell you something. That was a gangster ass bitch. She was like, "Oh, I already know y'all about to kill me. Let me go and take your wife with me, bitch."
She's like, "That's my last act of defiance." It's funny how when House of Dragon happened, I thought the actress who played the wife of the snake of the snake of the black the only black guy,
Corliss.
Yeah,
Corliss' wife.
Corliss' wife.
Was it?
I thought that was the same actress for the
Rhaenyra.
Is it? It's not Rhaenyra.
I think it's Rhaenyra and then it's Rhaenyra. I think
the names are confusing the fuck out of me.
They're similar. I know who you're talking about though.
But yeah, when I glanced, I was like, "Is that the same actress?" And I'm
You
like,
thought it was Lady Stark.
I thought it was Lady. I'm like, "Is that Lady? What the fuck?" And they was like, "No, it's the two different. It's a different actress." I'm like, "Oh, okay." I thought because for the life of me, that's why I be laughing because people be saying black people look alike, but I ain't gonna lie, a lot of y'all white people look alike. I'm just saying.
I ain't gonna say he lying.
I'm just saying. I'll be getting confused.
I'll be like, "Oh, okay,
Oh,
that's
okay."
right.
I'll be like, "Who that?" I'll be whispering to myself, I'll be like, "Who that? You know what? Is that the same one? Okay, no. Okay.
Especially if you're a wrestler and they all the wrestlers that's bald headed with the same black trunks. I'm like, hey, I did need to change Madcap Moss his gear.
Isn't it blue now?
I don't fucking know. Give that boy something else.
They gave him new gear, but they added color to it.
Once I saw him, they put the romance of him and Emma on TV. I was over it. I was like, you ain't got to put everybody that go together on TV together. God damn it!
Just because they travel together, don't mean you gotta put them.
We know they fucking. We know they fucking. All right,
like it's obvious.
I don't care. I hate it here. Whatever.
Oh, this is wrestling. But before we get up out of here, where can people follow the wonderful Queen Lovely?
Don't. You actually can't find me anywhere. I don't exist. This is a figment of your imagination. I am not here.
All right, Biggie.
On Twitter, you can follow me at now Lola_Brick. That is Brick with BRYCK. If you want to follow me on Instagram, Instagram, it is Just Me Lovely, one word, JUSTMELOVEYLY. No, LOVELY. I can't spell today. It's been a long day.
That's all right.
Please excuse me. If you want to follow me on TikTok, it is. Please stop laughing at me, y'all. I'm tired and I'm old.
I'm a goofy motherfucker, so I laugh at everything.
If you want to follow me on TikTok, it's Lovely Laveau. It's Lovely Laveau. That's it. Where the fuck else am I?
Oh, something else.
I was gonna get there. And as always, it's your girl, Lovely Laveau. It's Black Ruha with the big bronze hair. If you want to check us out on Something Else Podcast, you can go to Black Wrestling on YouTube, or you can follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Something Else Pod, as Something Else Pod without the G, because we are all the G you need. So follow us there. If you want to check out the merchandise, it is at foryourwear.com. Go under Lovely Laveau or go under something else. We're right there.
Hey. Straight up. And if you guys haven't already, make sure you follow the podcast itself, because it's 2 accounts. Yeah, the Gresh Unleashed podcast at Gresh Unleashed. It's literally the name of the title is everywhere, Gresh Unleashed. Or you can subscribe to the podcast itself at www.gressunleashed.com. Or you can follow your boy who does a lot of stuff, the dabble in the video games and all that stuff, at Josh Gresham ORG. That is literally everywhere. I think Facebook is Joshua Gresham ORG, because Josh Gresham ORG just for some reason wasn't available for some dumbass reason. Thank you, whoever owns Facebook. Anyway, make sure you cop the merch as well. I think it's www.greshapparel at spring.com or spring-.com, or you can go to gresh.live /merch is some there too. Because for when I go live, that's pretty much that. But other than that, this has been a fun scenario with one of my newest buddies of the community. I don't even just say wrestling community, because we can talk about literally anything. That's why
everything.
We literally talk about everything. And I told her the last time I was in North Carolina that I was there, but she had to work. Had to work, so we missed each other. But we gonna link up eventually in person at some point because
please. Are you coming to LA?
I'm too broke for LA. I am too broke for like, hey, if someone want to sponsor me to come out there, I'll go. But because we were sponsored to fly out to SummerSlam last year, but this year we're gonna come out of pocket because we are at a different place than we were last year. But but LA, I was like, because trust me, I literally budgeted. I was like, LA, Detroit. When I looked at LA, I was like,
yeah.
Shit. I was like the price for the ticket alone was going to break my bank. So I was like, you know what, Detroit. I'm like, if y'all want to hit me up and if y'all want to come through for SummerSlam, we're gonna get the location. We're not inviting everybody, just certain people. I'll let you know because
invite only.
If I fuck with you only. You can be invited and try to invite somebody else, but if I don't fuck with you that day, then you gotta go. But the reason, so I would have went to LA, but I'm too broke.
No worries, it's okay. Broke. There'll always be
because trust me, Kobe let me hear it. She was like, motherfucker. I'm like,
shout out Kobe, man. She's gonna be our tour guide in LA. That's my baby girl right there.
Her and the boobies. Like no, because when her birthday hit, I was like, I tagged her in the Chris Jericho when he talked about Stephanie May. I said, "You're the breast, I mean best." But
please.
But before we get out of here, I got one nice little quote for you because we was talking about everything, mental health and all that good stuff. But this is something for those of you who are trying to get into relationships and all that stuff, or you have a current relationship you're trying to get out of. When someone treats you like an option, help them narrow their choices by removing yourself from the equation. It's that simple. And with that being said, you guys stay safe out here in the world of unknown, but as your favorite voice that does the most and purveyor of mischief, because I do a lot of shit for no reason. I literally do a lot of shit for no reason. I have to remind you of the one known, and that is you are appreciated, respected, and loved by yours truly, your favorite co-host, that is Swallow the Bandit, as well as my guest of the hour of the week of my life, because I love this woman. She is none other than lovely. On behalf of her, remember to always, as the shirt says, eat, sleep, flex, and repeat. We out, be breezy.